Best 17 Feng Shui poison arrows fixes inside and outside. They are the attacking energy that comes from the sharp angles one individual or a group of people are exposed to when they are pointed at their personal energy field. These Feng Shui poison arrows can weaken the energy of the individuals or the group of individuals and make sure that they suffer from bad health. They also hamper the well-being of individuals. In order to cure these poisoned arrows, we can simply follow some Feng Shui remedies inside the house, exterior, and Sha Qi rules. In this video, we will be discussing these remedies one by one. The below. 1. Feng Shui tips for poison arrows in office. 2. Feng Shui protruding corners. 3. Feng Shui sharp objects. 4. How to round a sharp wall corner. 5. Poison arrow in the bedroom. 6. T-junction Feng Shui. 7. Feng Shui cure house facing the electric pole. What are poison arrows in Feng Shui? 1. These poison arrows are man-made or natural structures that form sharp angles directed toward the outside or the inside of your house. 2. The angle that the Feng Shui arrow of poison makes can create an obstruction or a harsh angle in your personal life and can make your home unhealthy overall. 3. These harsh angles affect the well-being of your home and do not promote happiness and other positive feelings. 4. This also depends on the place where these arrows are located. Accordingly, they have the ability to hamper the different aspects of your life like your wealth, career, marriage, education, and health. Which poison is used as arrow poison? Here are some kinds of poisons or poison arrows that you must be aware of. 1. Wall higher than ground level. 2. Home, building, or corner that faces the front door. 3. House on the curve of the road. 4. Near or under an overpass. 5. The existence of a building taller than your home next to your home. 6. House across from a wide junction in the road. 7. Spires, towers, high-rise buildings. Best Feng Shui tips for poison arrows in office. There are several ways you can deal with pointy arrows in your workplace and in your office. When you identify the poison arrows in the office, you can take steps to eradicate them and save yourself the mental feelings and degradation in your life. Here are some toxic arrow tips that will help you identify your Feng Shui poison arrows and take care of them on time. 1. You should remember that exterior poison arrows are more powerful than the interior poison arrows in your office. 2. Buildings also have the ability to create harmful and powerful arrows because of their severe angles. 3. You need to pay attention to the change in your circumstances, particularly in times of financial or emotional crises. 4. You should also pay attention when roads and new buildings have been built near you lately. 5. You should also make sure that you stop the negative energy from reaching you and your family with a barrier from the office or workspace. The best remedies to handle poison. Here are some of the remedies that you can employ to make sure you are protected from the negative energy of the poison arrows. Poison arrows inside house. How to tackle the different poison arrows that you have inside your home. 1. You should not have open bookcases and shelves inside your home. Always ensure that the bookcases or shelves that you have are been protected by wood or glass doors. 2. Add a tall plant or a similar tree in front of a column or a pillar in your house to make a barrier of negative energy there. 3. You must also make sure that the chandelier in your bedroom stays away from the bed. That is, the chandelier should not be placed directly above the bed. Exterior poison arrows. Here are some tips that you should consider to make sure that you become least affected by the negative influence of the Feng Shui poison arrows in the exterior of your home or office. 1. You should place plants with a lot of foliage between the wall and the door. 2. You should use a different door to establish the main entrance to the house. 3. You should always prefer an inside curve of the road and never the outside curve. 4. You should also build your house above the street level and make sure that the bedrooms are above the street level for maximum protection. Sha Qi is the representation of low Feng Shui energy vibes. These are expressions of bad or negative Feng Shui energies inside or outside the house or office of an individual or a family. How to deflect Feng Shui poison arrows. Here are some of the ways in which you can deflect or project yourself from the negative effects of Feng Shui poison arrows inside or outside your house. 1. Block your house from view by using a wall or a group of trees or a collection of leafy plants. Disperse Sha Qi with a water fountain that dispenses water into the air. This method works best for dispersing poison arrows for the north and southeast positions. 2. Consider hanging a multifaceted crystal ball between the object and the front door of your house to deflect the negative energies. One of the easiest ways to deflect is to place a wall between the front door and the obstacle that you are trying to avoid. 3. The shutters and curtains in a house or office are effective ways of blocking the negative energies of the Feng Shui poison arrows. In this case of the poison arrow Feng Shui facing the window, shutters and curtains are both equally effective. What are the Feng Shui protruding corners? Protruding corners in a house or an office is a problem. The removal of these Feng Shui corners of the bedroom depends on the location of the protruding corner. When the protruding corner points to the west of the house, that means that the source of the poison arrow originates from the east. The cure is a bowl of water. When the protruding corner points towards the south, the origin of the poison arrow is in the north. The cure for you is to place large crystals in front of the protruding corner. When the protruding corner points towards the north, you need to make sure that a bowl of water with some crystal chips is placed. You need to change this water every day. When the protruding corner points towards the east, you have to put a bright light right in front of the protruding corner to counteract the effect of this poison arrow in your house. Sharp objects in Feng Shui. The presence of sharp objects or protruding objects in your house or your office is an indication of negative energy in your house. This negative energy makes you irritable and short-tempered, ruining the overall aura of the house. To counteract these Feng Shui poison arrows, you have to take some steps to create barriers. These sharp edges can harm your personal energy and weaken the state of your health over time. How to round a sharp wall corner. Some people who want to round their corners also use things like leafy plants and foliage to cover up these protruding corners. You can use trailing vines for this purpose also. Hence, you have to stay careful before deciding on one way to round off a corner. Tips on Feng Shui poison arrow in bedroom. Identification of the poison arrows is the first important step. Inspect the furniture like the nightstands and the dressers for protruding corners. Take a look at the walls and see whether they have any pointed angles that point towards your bed. A slight repositioning of the furniture usually does the trick to prevent poison arrows. Feng Shui. Feng Shui cure house facing electric pole. If you have a post box near the electric pole or near the front lawn of your house, it might be a good idea to get rid of that. You can also make sure that you have a convex bagua mirror above your front door of the house on the outside to remedy the situation. The fountain and the Buddha also seem fine barricades to stop the negative energies from the poison arrows. How bedroom corners should be in Feng Shui. There are a lot of ways in which you can add life to your neglected house rooms or corners. According to the practice of Feng Shui, poisonous secret arrows are emitted from the corners where the two walls meet. These poisonous arrows disrupt the harmony of the entire area and cause anxiety and frustration. Hence, you can add flowers and plants to diffuse the bedroom area. Feng Shui. Why is having a chest of drawers poison arrows? Sharp angles that you have nearby by virtue of your nightstands or from a sharp wall corner can also become challenges in your house. You want to neutralize these sharp energies that are emitted from these poison arrows as soon as possible so that you don't have to bear the brunt of these energies. The Sha Qi that is emitted from having these chests of drawers near your bedroom is detrimental to your health. How to blunt poison arrow in Feng Shui. Here are some tips. 1. If the arrow is coming from the south, you can have a wall with water running down from it. 2. If the arrow comes in from the northeast or the southwest, you have to arrange a metal barrier. 3. If the arrow is coming from the west or the northwest, light is the key to dissipating the negative energy. Feng Shui. How to stop poison arrow based on Bagua. Bagua is one of the main tools that is used to analyze the energy in a house that is getting emanated from poison arrows inside that house. Bagua is the Feng Shui energy map that you can get for your place, which allows you to figure out the areas of your home that are bound to affect your health or your family's health and well-being. These maps are used to divide your house into 9 specific areas depending on the functionality. These 9 areas are: 1. Wealth and prosperity. 2. Health and ancestors. 3. Knowledge and self-cultivation. 4. Fame and reputation. 5. Health and center. 6. Career and life path. 7. Love and marriage. 8. Children and creativity. 9. Helpful people and travels. The front door to back door poison arrow. One poison arrow that is most commonly missed by people who are trying to deflect Feng Shui is when the front door and the back door of the house line up. This is also triggered when you open both the doors and you can see through the house entirely, all the way. When this is the case, the energy that enters the house through the front door exits through the back door and vice versa. We hope that you can grasp the reality of Feng Shui poison arrows and the negative effects they can bring to your life. The eradication and deflection of these pointy arrows are very crucial and should be taken care of as soon as possible. Thanks for watching.